How are you? Be it in our normal life or an interview or during an audit, we use questioning techniques. Having the right questioning technique is extremely important in interviews. So, skillful questioning can significantly enhance both the quality and quantity of the information gathered. The questions should guide the conversation in the intended direction. For example, to gather information, to gather specific details, or if you are interested in probing also. Probing is usually for underlying reasons or feelings. You have to choose the right questions to ask, and the interviewer will be able to guide and control the interview. Or even if it's a conversation, without talking too much, you should be able to gain whatever is there on the uh, other side. So, in an interview, the more the time spent talking, the less opportunities to learn about the interviewees and gauge their reaction. There are varieties of questioning techniques. There could be open ended questions, closed ended questions, leading questions, multiple questions, sometimes probing questions, linking questions, so on and so forth. Closed questions are questions that prompt a yes or no answer. So it's like a binary question, yes or no. Either you choose one of them. Closed questions are generally limited in their value for many reasons because it doesn't give you opportunity to explore more, and it will not allow you to ask any leading question, and also it is based on assumption. So maybe your assumption is wrong and the question may not go well with the uh, person being interviewed or being audited or being on the other side. So it is recommended that you limit your use of questions. And although in some cases we understand that it may not be possible to avoid using them altogether, but there are certain facts that we need to check before using the closed questions. You all would appreciate that there is vast difference between asking what are your hobbies and asking do you have any hobbies. For do you have any hobbies, the answer would obviously be yes, but what are your hobbies may bring out something out of the person who is on the receiving end. Leading questions are the questions that indicate the desired answer, so they are also always loaded with expectations. People have to be strong, or they have to be it have to be uncommon, or they should have some kind of different answers. It is like giving some statement. Let's say, for example, patience is a virtue. How patient are you? The issue with multiple questioning technique is when you ask multiple questions, people only respond once. For example, where are you staying? How are you managing your food? And what vehicle do you drive? In most probability, for these multiple questions, you will have only one answer from the respondent. So any clever questioner will always avoid multiple questions, especially during interviews or audits. Open-ended questions are the best type of questions to be asking to anybody. Not for nothing that open-ended questions are key to successful questioning technique. An open question always encourages the respondent to talk. It is a question that cannot be answered by just saying yes or no. There is no option of yes or no. Here, uh, the respondent has to give you information, opinion, feeling, so on and so forth. Just to give you an example, the popular interview question, tell me about yourself. This kind of open-ended question, no, the answers could be different from different people. You could even gauge the personality, understand the respondent as well with this answer, response to this question. So open-ended questions are always the best question to ask in many circumstances. Generally, the open-ended questions calls for a descriptive answer, and therefore there is an opportunity to listen and learn from the response. Sometimes people who use the open-ended question effectively could probe a lot. Probing is virtue of an auditor, it is virtue of an interviewer, and even sometimes in common language also, people could probe for underlying feelings and opinion. And this open-ended questions is ideal for probing, especially with the kind of response, you could always ask some leading questions and then finally filter it with a closed-ended question. Sometimes open-ended questions can be fine-tuned as linking questions. For example, you could say someone, you mentioned earlier that you were working on that project. So can you please tell me more about that? So the linking questions are a powerful tool even for an interviewer or an auditor, and it helps them to control the conversation and guide it in the direction that they want to take it. So we all have heard about the quote from Mark Twain: "The right word may be effective, but no word is as effective as rightly timed pause." Some of the auditors and interviewers and investigators use this pausing technique effectively to get the what is underlying feeling in the respondent's mind. More than anyone, the psychologists use this very perfectly. So if the pause is not timed rightly, then it could be embarrassing. So one needs acute sensitivity to the atmosphere and to the respondent's mind so that they could time their moment to resume the control. The pause is probably more relevant to the counseling interview than to the other types of interview or auditing or other questioning. But it definitely has a lot of value if it is used in the right sense. So, to sum it up, if you are asking for questions, ask one question at a time, ask open ended questions. You should be aiming to get a particular piece of information from any kind of question. Use simple words. Keep it short and simple. Use brief, simply worded, easily understandable questions. Don't make it tough for the respondent to understand the question. And it is most important that when you are questioning, you should not be assuming anything or prejudging any issues. And the questioner should be pitching the question at an appropriate level. Avoid asking leading questions and probing, making it difficult for the respondent to react. Certainly, one should be very careful when they ask some personal questions, and it should be only asked if it is necessary. Sometimes unwarranted personal questions may land into deeper issues. Just like for anyone else, the questioner should be patient and he or she should be in with an open mind. So the self-control matters. Only when the questioner is having self-control, he or she could keep the control on the respondent's mind. Otherwise, what happens? Respondents will start taking the control over the questioner. So I hope you had a lot of learning in the questioning techniques. Hope to see you with some other topic next time. Till then, take care. Bye bye.